Hello everyone, this is Agnes from Innate Wisdom. It's a bit of a windy morning in Croatia today, but it's gorgeous anyway.
Hello and welcome back to my channel Innate Wisdom. My name is Agnes. I'm an intuitive and a tarot card reader. I do general love readings for the collective and also for each zodiac sign bi-weekly. If you like my videos, please support my work by pressing the thumbs up and by subscribing to my channel. And remember that these messages are general and may not resonate for everyone. So in this pick a card reading, I'm going to explore the topic of what your person wants you to know, what they think about you, what their current feelings are, what their probable future actions are, and also where this relationship is headed. So when you're ready and you have picked out your deck or decks, you'll find the timestamps in the description below. So if you chose the left side deck, this is going to be your reading, and let's get started and see what your person wants you to know right now. And then later we're going to check out what they think about you, what their current feelings are, their future steps, and where this relationship is headed. So, okay, we have one card here. We actually have two cards, okay? So we have the Sun so far, the King of Swords. Let's get one more. And the Ten of Swords. So what they want you to know, I'm getting that they're feeling pretty heavy about perhaps a breakup, as the Ten of Swords indicates. I'm also picking up on guilt. They feel bad for what they have done. On the other hand, it seems like they're trying to kill this guilt by focusing on themselves. I'm hearing a little bit of maybe arrogance, and you might be dealing with a Leo. They might like a lot of attention, and they may not like to face conflicts. Maybe they don't like to admit to themselves if they have done something wrong. Also, they might be cold and distant right now, but I feel like what they want you to know is that they're feeling guilty and maybe even shame for what they have done. This Ten of Swords could indicate that there was a breakup. Maybe the two of you have had some kind of an occurrence, an event that resulted in a backstabbing, in some kind of a letdown. Maybe they let you down, or maybe they feel let down. And it might also be for some of you, for some of your people, if this is not a recent event between the two of you, this Ten of Swords could indicate something in your person's past that was not completely digested or not completely processed. And maybe that's why they are closing their hearts to emotions. The King of Swords is telling me that they're kind of cold and distant. They're not letting you close to their hearts. And perhaps this memory, this past event, perhaps in another relationship or a different occurrence, a different breakup, is still lingering around in their energy field, and they don't want to get hurt again. So that could be also why the King of Swords is here. That could be also why they are distant, why they are not emotional. Maybe they're not opening their hearts easily. And I feel like the Sun card, this is interesting because I feel like they like to get attention. It's almost like they like to focus on something else that makes them feel very energetic, that makes them feel successful. So it's almost like they focus on themselves. Maybe they're focusing all their energy on themselves, maybe their careers. They like to be celebrated. And so that's what I'm picking up from the Sun card. But it could also mean that even though they might be distant from you, or they might seem like they are distant, they feel good when they are around you because they feel like the sun is shining. They might feel like you're celebrating them. They might feel like you're shining the light on them. Basically, you're the sun in their lives. They may feel so good in your company because you might give them a lot of attention. So this is what I'm picking up initially from your person. So let's see now what they think about you. This is going to be my next question from the tarot cards. Let's see what your person thinks about you. We have the Chariot, Nine of Pentacles, And the Ace of Swords. You know, this is interesting because the way they see you, what they think of you, is that you're very independent. They might see you as someone who goes after what they want, as indicated also by the Chariot card. They may see you as very energetic and an achiever. The Nine of Pentacles could indicate that they look up to you for your stability, for your career, for your abilities to make things happen, your manifesting abilities. And the Chariot card, I'm just picking up that they like it that you are more decisive than they are, that you don't have trouble deciding which way you want to go, and that gives you probably a lot of forward movement. I think the Chariot card indicates that they see you as a successful person and very independent. Now, from this Nine of Pentacles, it's interesting because I'm also picking up that for some of your people, it could be that they see you as a strong person who doesn't need them. They might feel like you don't need them. So that's also what I'm picking up on. And the Ace of Swords, maybe some kind of confusion about you. Maybe they imagine you to be someone that you're not, or they're imagining you as unforgiving. And perhaps discussion would help clear things up, because the Ace of Swords is such an energy that a sudden insight may happen, and it could chase all the clouds away. It could chase all the cloudiness away. It could clear things up, and it could also open the doors to solutions. So whatever this confusion is between the two of you, I feel like a discussion would help clear that up. You know, an honest discussion to really share what's on your mind, and for them to really share what's on their minds. And they might, I'm just picking up that they see you as someone who doesn't need them, and that you're not forgiving. That's just what I'm picking up from this Ace of Swords here and the Nine of Pentacles. I guess the trio of the cards. This is what I'm picking up. So let's see next what's their current feelings for you. Ten of Cups. All right, we have Death and Nine of Cups. So you know, from these cards, what I'm hearing is that you are their dream come true. They want a happy future with you. They're full of emotions for you. But I'm also hearing that they're still not over a previous loss, something that has happened in the past. I feel like this is coming in as a block in between their dreams manifesting with you, which is the relationship with you. They want that to manifest, but there's something in their past that's blocking that. It's perhaps a bad breakup from the past. It could be that Ten of Swords that came up in the beginning when I was asking what they want you to know. The Ten of Swords showed up there, if you remember that. And I felt like, you know, for some of your people, this could be a past issue. Maybe it wasn't between the two of you. Maybe it's a past experience of a letdown, a breakup. They might have felt backstabbed. And I feel like, you know, that ending is still in their subconscious somehow, and it's interfering with your happiness together. Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, wow. You know, I just feel like they're full of emotions for you. They're full of love for you. So this is what I'm picking up on. And now let's check out their future steps towards you, their future actions towards you. And we have the Three of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. So as a future action, I'm just picking up on that they still have their hearts closed. Four of Pentacles, it's almost like they can't let go of something. They can't let go of the past. They want to control what happens to them because that's their comfort zone. If they have control over things the way they happen, they feel safer. The King of Wands indicates that they might be full of confidence. They might appear like a confident leader. They might be a good leader too. You can count on them. But the King of Wands is very charismatic in a way. They might be very attractive. They might be full of sexuality. And I feel like they want to come towards you, for sure. They're looking towards you. That's what I feel like from the eyes of this character here on this King of Wands card. However, the progress, you might feel like it's step by step. This might not be a fast progress, as indicated by the Three of Pentacles here on the left side. I'm just feeling like it's going to be take it day by day. And you might see a little bit of progress each day, but I'm hearing, not to be too pushy or something like that. And I'm not saying that you are. It's just that, if you see little progress, it's still progress. So the Four of Pentacles, I feel like they're still having their hearts closed. They're not so easy to open up. However, we have seen that all these emotions, the Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups on the left side, showed up as the indications for their current feelings for you, and they have a lot of feelings for you. So I feel like this Four of Pentacles, to resolve this closeness of the heart, to resolve it might take some time, okay? So that's what I'm picking up on from these trio of cards. So let's now see where this relationship is headed. Let's just get a few cards to see that. Where is this relationship headed? What's next? Energy-wise, what you may be expecting here. Two of Cups. My favorite card in the deck. Eight of Pentacles. And the High Priestess. So from the High Priestess, I feel like your person might be, I have to say that they might be closed off from their hearts. They might be not fully opening from their hearts. However, I feel like this is a work in progress, because the High Priestess also means, that they tune into their hearts. They may not open up to you about it, but it can mean that they know, they realize what's in their hearts. And the Eight of Pentacles, this is about finding solutions to the problems. It's about ironing out difficulties. It's about perfecting your relationship. So I feel like there's solutions coming that will stabilize this relationship. The Eight of Pentacles might also mean that these solutions might come fast. So they might come quickly. You might, even though initially there was step-by-step progress, and I feel like as time goes on, you might feel like the progress becomes faster. And here's the Two of Cups finally. This is about soul-to-soul connection, heart-to-heart connection. And I feel like in time, this person is likely to open up to you about what's in their heart. Even though they might not be open all the time, they might not be too emotionally expressive all the time, but I feel like they will finally feel safe enough to let you in, at least some of the time. Because I feel like this Two of Cups is talking about that type of real love that doesn't fade away with time. This is here to stay, I feel like, for the long term. So this is what I have for you if you have picked the left side deck. And I'm going to be continuing on with the middle one in a moment. So if you pick the middle deck, this is going to be your reading. And let's get started and see what your person wants you to know right now. Let's see what they want you to know. We have the Five of Swords and Ace of Wands. We have also the Two of Swords. So I'm picking up on that your person wants you to know that they're very attracted to you, and they might appear on your doorstep wanting a fresh start. The Ace of Wands, there's attraction between the two of you, there's chemistry between the two of you. However, if for some reason your person is conflicted, there's the Five of Air, which is the Five of Swords card in the Good Tarot. Also the Two of Swords, it indicates indecisiveness. So it feels like your person is really up in the head. They might not be thinking through their hearts. They might not involve their hearts or their emotions in their decision making. In fact, they're afraid to make decisions, as the Two of Swords indicates. They feel lots of passion towards you, so they might appear from time to time in your life. There might be passion, there might be sexuality. However, the Ace of Wands is the type of energy that might flare up suddenly, and it might also flame out suddenly. So I feel like there's too much conflict here to keep this fire alive, even though you can stay away from each other really, but also to stay together. There's too much conflict, there's too much up in the head energy, there's too much mental energy, mental tension, and not involving emotions. Closing off of the heart, being up in the head. That's what I'm picking up on. Let's see what this Five of Swords is about. It could be that you guys, when you get together, there's a lot of passion and a lot of heat, sexuality. However, you might be arguing a lot. Okay, so this I'm getting that the Five of Swords is being clarified now by the Three of Wands, which is about waiting. And I'm feeling that maybe there's a lot of anticipation. Maybe you have been waiting for a while, and you might feel very optimistic about this relationship. However, it's like it doesn't want to go to the next phase. It's almost like you have been waiting, and maybe weeks, months, or sometimes even years in some cases, and it feels like the relationship is stagnating, is not going anywhere. And I feel like it's just because your person maybe keeps changing their minds. Maybe they're too much up in the head. This is the initial information that I'm picking up on. This is what they are messaging you about now. This is what they want you to know. So let's see what their fears are about. What do they want to say about that? Also, I'm feeling that this person is conflicted within themselves. Oh my gosh, here's the Eight of Swords. So this is what it's about. The waiting is because this person is sabotaging themselves. These are limiting ideas. It's almost like your person is coming up with excuses as to why not to do something, why not to commit, why they're running away from problems. The Ace of Swords is talking about self-limitations. It could be fears, it could be doubts. So this is what you need to know about your person, and this could be giving you a lot of grounds for arguments, and these arguments could be hurtful too. That could, even further hinder the progress of your relationship. I just feel like there's too much up in the head energy, too much mental tension from your person's side, and they're making you wait. It's almost like, when the two of you are together, it just feels so good. And it's so passionate, you're probably having a lot of fun. And on the other hand, they're not opening their hearts. They're having fun too, don't get me wrong. It's just that they're not involving their hearts, and they're full of fears and doubts. I'm also hearing self-worthiness issues, self-love issues. So if they don't think that they're worthy, or they don't love themselves enough, it might be giving them troubles in their relationships, in how they connect with others, their ability to connect from the heart. The Eight of Swords, I'm picking up that they're not able to connect even with their own hearts. Okay, so I'm also hearing now they're afraid of being loved. That's what I'm hearing. That's something very specific that's coming right now. They're afraid of being loved. So let's see what they think about you. High Priestess, the Six of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So basically what they think of you is that you're not showing them much love either. You're probably keeping your heart closed. They see that you're trying to keep your distance from them. Perhaps, after this Five of Swords energy, which is all these arguments and conflicts, maybe you're just trying to find some peace of mind. At least this is what they think of you. And also the High Priestess. They might feel like you're very intuitive. They might see you as someone who is spiritual. Also someone who is connected with their own hearts. So they see you as, coming towards them from the heart, which might be scary in some cases to them, And also they see you as the King of Pentacles, someone who doesn't want to take any BS. So to say, they might also see you as very successful, someone who is a great manifester, someone who has a great career, good with their money. And I just feel that they see you as someone they can always count on. Because of your stability. They see you as someone who is very stable, very successful, someone who doesn't need someone else to be successful. So this is what I'm picking up from the King of Pentacles here. But they do see that you're trying to keep your distance from them. They do see you as someone who doesn't show emotions towards them. So let's check out now your person's current feelings for you. Let's see their current feelings. The Hangman. And okay, 2 cards came out, so let's see. One is the Knight of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. So these are their emotions. And I feel like there's lots of stagnation. It feels like they're always debating within themselves. Should they disclose their emotions? Should they open their hearts? Or should they not? And the Knight of Wands is telling me that occasionally they make an appearance on your doorstep. They cannot control their fire, their passion. They're very attracted to you. But as far as opening the hearts, it's always like, should I do it? It's almost like they want to wait another day. It's almost like, not yet, not yet. They're still waiting on a sign. They're waiting on a different perspective. It's almost like they want to justify why they need to open their hearts. And also, they are longing for the security that they feel with you. They're longing for security. They're longing for stability, but it's almost like they can't stay within that zone for too long because it becomes uncomfortable for them if they have to open their hearts. And if they're staying around you for a while, it probably has that effect that their hearts start to open. Their hearts are opening, and that might make them feel insecure. Believe it or not, but they're longing for that security, but it's almost like they become shy when that happens. They shy away from staying longer. So it's almost like step by step, take it one day at a time. That's their current emotions for you. And let's go on now to their probable future actions towards you. The Lovers, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So in their future actions, you might hear from them. They might be messaging you. They might be communicative. So I don't feel like they're going to be silent, but the page energy indicates that they're not ready for too much seriousness. They're not ready for commitment. It's almost like, it feels like the relationship is still in the beginning stages. For some of you, it might feel like you're still getting to know each other. It's almost like that's the degree of their openness to connecting with you. And then here's the Lovers card, which indicates that they want to connect. And I'm feeling that they want to connect from the heart. And on the other hand, the Lovers card indicates decision making. Maybe they're faced with choices, they need to make a decision. And the Two of Swords has come up in the beginning, where I was saying that they're too afraid to make a decision. And it feels like now in their future actions that might shift. It might mean that they're more likely to connect with their hearts and have maybe an easier time making that decision. They might not be so afraid of commitment, but I feel like, big steps based on these pages, cards, big steps should not yet be expected. So it's almost like your person is opening up just step by step. All right, so let's see now where this relationship is headed. What is the next stage what can be expected, what kind of energies can be expected in this next phase or next stage. We have the Ace of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Cups. So, you know, this Five of Pentacles is coming up as a loss, a grieving, losing something of value. So, because this is a love reading, and here's the Two of Cups, so I feel like the emotions are deepening, but some kind of loss, it could even be a past loss, if it could even be a fear of loss, a fear of abandonment. And maybe that's why they are afraid to open their hearts. And I feel like this has to be faced and maybe resolved. But the emotional deepening is definitely here in the relationship. You know, Two of Cups, this is my card for twin flame type, soulmate type relationship where there's a true connection, real love between the hearts. And because we had the Lover's card already come up as far as their future actions, you know, I just feel like the Two of Cups is a deeper connection than the Lover's card. The Lovers is kind of like being in love, you know, and that pink cloud might fade away after a while. But the Two of Cups energy, that's the type of love that is there to stay. This is long-term love. And I feel like the two of you are connected from heart to heart. It's just that there's a fear of abandonment. This is what is coming to me from the Five of Pentacles. And so that's an energy that might be, you know, coming up to be faced in this relationship. Maybe it's just a discussion, but, you know, and I'm saying that also because here's the Ace of Swords, which is, you know, a sudden insight when something is suddenly realized, or some kind of solution comes to light that was not seen before, or somebody has an idea or a quick sudden understanding of something. And you know, a discussion could definitely clear away the cloudiness. It can chase away the clouds, and it might open the doors to solutions. And that's why I said maybe this Five of Pentacles energy is just about a discussion and to clear away your person's fears of abandonment. You know, it could just be a discussion. So that's what I'm getting. But this energy probably will need to be discussed or somehow faced and processed in order for the two of your hearts to truly connect. All right, so that's what I have for you if you have picked the middle deck, and I'm going to continue with the right side one in a moment. So if you pick the right side deck, this is going to be your reading, and let's get started and see what your person wants you to know. We're also going to check out what they think of you, their current feelings, their future action steps, and also where this relationship is headed. So let's see first what they want you to know. Empress, Death, and Ace of Swords. And the first impression that I get from these cards is that they want you to know that they're not having an easy time right now in their lives. Perhaps they're experiencing some kind of transformation in their stability. Could be career, could be their home, maybe they're moving, or something is making them feel insecure, unstable. For some of your people, their belief systems about themselves could be challenged at this point. If they have any kind of self-worth issues or self-love issues. I'm also hearing that your person might have some trouble believing in themselves, believing in their own abilities. They might be confused about how to move forward. I feel like the Ace of Swords, it could also mean that they might have a sudden insight. They're saying, I need a quick solution. They're so troubled, and they don't like feeling this insecurity. They feel quite unsafe, I guess, in this process. It feels very much like a turmoil. And I feel like they're saying, I need a quick solution. Maybe I need an idea or something like that. And that idea might actually come to them. The Ace of Swords is here. So something is there that they don't understand or they don't see clearly. So there's some kind of cloudiness going on here, which might be cleared away if they could just trust sudden insights that might be coming to them. But I feel like there's also a distrust going on. They might not trust the solutions, the doors that open for them as solutions. They might not be, I guess, courageous enough to take those steps. And I'm also getting that they're afraid to step out of their comfort zones. But their comfort zones are really being challenged right now. It's undergoing a change. It's almost like that comfort zone is too small for them. They need to step out of it. So this might be a period of time for them that brings lots of feelings of insecurity, turmoil, changes. People really don't like changes when they feel like they cannot count on what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, if they cannot calculate exactly what's going to happen to them, that brings up lots of fear. So that's what I feel right now. There's maybe a period of instability for them that could be, of course, affecting your relationship. So let's see what they think about you. What do they think about you? The world? You mean the world to them. That's the first message that came. You mean the world to them. King of Wands and Four of Wands. So they think you are their soulmate, their twin flame. You know, this is my twin flame card. Well, one of them. And so they might feel like they're very attached to you. They also see you as someone who is very attractive, something who is super hot, and they want to come towards you. They see you as confident. It's almost like they envy you for that. You mean the world to them. That's what I hear from this world card, which means also, besides this, that it's almost like to them your life seems like it's flawless. To them, your life might seem like you have it all. That's what I feel from that world card. They want the stability with you. They want this future with you. They want to feel the safe. They want to feel secure in the safety of your relationship together. Because when the two of you are together, it works so flawlessly, so seamlessly. That's what I'm getting. And they want this future with you. They want to bring back stability. They want commitment from you. So this is what they think of you. They think you are you mean the world to them. Okay, so let's now see their current feelings for you, even though we already had a few insights about that. But let's see what else is affecting their emotions or their emotional expression. The Hierophant. The Wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune. The Emperor. Their emotional expression might be influenced by some rigid ideas. The Hierophant card many times means that they want stability with you, which in this case, they want stability with you, for sure. But when this card shows up in some kind of an influence that has an effect on their emotional expression, I just feel like they are trying to abide by some rules, by something that's too rigid for them. And I feel like changes are taking place, like I said, and maybe your person feels like they cannot fully trust. But the Wheel of Fortune says that if you want to bring out the best of changes, like to bring about the best in the process of change, trust. You have to trust. And, you of course have to be careful to some extent, but the carefulness should not be so overwhelming that in the end you do not change anything. So the Wheel of Fortune can open up doors to change, doors to solutions, but you gotta be ready to go with the punches. That's the teaching of the Wheel of Fortune. That's what the teaching is of that card. And we have the Emperor card as well. And that tells me that your person wants to control things too much, just to have the safety aspect, just to feel secure. Now, this is also giving an indication that your person might be an Aries, and they might be goal-oriented. They might be used to that kind of thinking that, let's have a plan and let's make that plan happen. Not so much a thinker or feeler from the heart, not so much involving the heart in their decisions. It's more like a mind-related decision-making type processes. And so I feel like, in a way, they're afraid to follow their hearts. But changes are happening. Let's hope that they are courageous enough, because right now their world is undergoing a change, and I feel like they might be more closed off with their emotional expression, with their own connection to their own hearts, because of everything is up in the air. That's what I'm hearing. Everything is up in the air, but we know from the previous row, because we already had some insights about how they feel about you. So it's not a question of whether they love you or not, because I feel like they do love you. It's more a question about what kind of changes are taking place in their lives, affecting other life areas other than their love and relationship life. So it's like everything is upside down right now. So let's now see their probable future actions towards you. The Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. The sevens, two sevens came out. The sevens are not much about actions. In fact, the Seven of Wands is telling me that their defense mechanisms are active. Maybe they're overactive. And they feel like they need to defend their hearts. Maybe they're bringing up a wall around their hearts. I'm getting this sense that they're, tired of being questioned. That's the specific message that's coming right now. They're tired of being questioned. They feel like they're criticized, even though if it's a good intentions. Maybe people are giving them well-intentioned advice. I feel like they're not asking for advice, and so that might feel kind of offensive to them, because they might feel like they're criticized. And just take it how it resonates. I know it's not going to apply to everybody's person, but defensiveness, that's what I'm getting from the Seven of Wands. You might feel like in the future they might be a little bit more closed off as far as emotions. Their hearts might be closed. Here's the Seven of Pentacles. They do feel there's value here. They want the stability with you. They feel safer. But my focus is being drawn now to these roots here that are deep in the ground, deep in the earth. And I feel like they need to get untangled from something, maybe untangled from their past. They need to release something from the past. It's almost like they're so tied into that web of the past that it's like really hard for them to step out of that. And the Three of Pentacles, I'm hearing that there might be some other influences here that affect your relationship. Could be circumstances. It could be, it's almost like I feel like somebody else is being too nosy or trying to divert your person away from you. And this, take it how it resonates, but that's what I'm picking up for some reason from this Three of Pentacles. So your progress together might be a little bit stunted. It might be a little bit hindered, slow to move. So Three of Pentacles, I feel like there's going to be more stability, but just don't rush anything. That's what I'm getting. And also, if you maybe try to rush things along too because you're not satisfied with this progress, they might actually close up. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. So let's see now, where is this relationship headed? What's the next stage? What kind of energies can you expect? We have Queen of Wands, a Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So you know what? We have 2 court cards here and the Seven of Swords. In the next stage of this relationship, you might experience lots of passion, lots of coming towards you, wanting to be with you, being confident about your future, and then next day they might be a little bit less confident, maybe not so sure about wanting to settle down, because the Knight energy, this Knight of Wands energy is, you know, that character is one that's still a traveler, one that's still trying to find themselves, trying to find their own way, and they might actually disappear from your life. That's what I'm getting from the Seven of Swords. But you know what also? That we had the Three of Pentacles here. I already had a feeling when I said that somebody else is having an influence here. You know, now we have 2 court cards as far as future actions, as far as the future energies, and the Seven of Swords. So I feel like your person is not being totally truthful. It's almost like they're trying to hide something, and quite possibly for some people here, this could be a love triangle, okay? So I have to say that this person might be involved with someone else. They might keep their options open. Or it could be that at the time that the 2 of you met and there was this deep connection, but maybe they were already involved with someone else. And this Seven of Swords could indicate that they feel uncomfortable talking about it for the fear that they might lose you. Okay, so that could be the reason why they don't want to talk about it, or why they were keeping it a secret. If that's in fact the secret that they're keeping, it just means that they're not fully open about something that is taking place behind the scenes without you knowing about it. And I feel like this truth might actually come to light. So this is something in the future that you might have to face, because they're not being completely open. This is also, it could be playing mind games. It could be, you know, just telling you the portion of the truth that fits the situation so that they feel more secure with you, knowing that you're not going to leave them. So they're only sharing that part of their life with you, you know, that gives them still that security that you'll stick around. All right, maybe they're afraid if you knew the whole truth that you would leave them. All right, so this is what I'm picking up on. And so this was the reading for the right side deck. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, see you guys.